China, June 29, 2025. Monstrous floods have unleashed devastation upon China, with Guizhou province bearing the brunt of the disaster. The counties of Rongjiang and Lishan are particularly hard hit, where streets have been transformed into raging rivers. China has witnessed numerous floods during its summer seasons. The Chinese government has issued warnings that major floods could lead to black swan events, unexpected occurrences with severe consequences, such as catastrophic dam failures. The city has recently experienced a significant boom in tourism after its grassroots football tournament. The Village Super League became a social media phenomenon, attracting thousands of tourists and fans. Notably, the football stadium that was the centerpiece of this tournament was submerged under 7 meters of water during the flood on June 24. Tu Middle School and other higher ground. Rongjiang, once one of the poorest areas in China, was removed from the national poverty list in 2020. Tu Middle School, Xinkan, Minzhong, and the Meteorological Bureau. For the Lizhuan residential area, evacuation points included the maintenance area, the plastic factory, No. 3 primary school. In the Dashizi community, residents were to evacuate to higher ground, such as No, Dori. Yangjiawan village residents were instructed to move to higher ground, such as the slope behind the village. Those in Changba Township were told to evacuate to higher areas, including Minzhong Township, the Fengal resettlement area, and No Jadalmant area, and No Ali. The county government provided specific evacuation instructions for various communities. Residents of Tutan village were directed to evacuate to higher ground behind the village and along National Highway 321. He offered an analysis that while natural disasters play a role in the flooding in mainland China, man-made factors are often a more significant contributor. Chinese media reported that on June 28th, the government of Rongjiang County, Guizhou province, issued an emergency notice, urging the county's 400,000 residents to stay at home and prepare for immediate evacuation. He explained that such flooding has almost become a regular occurrence during the rainy season across China. Whenever there was heavy rain in my county, you could basically row a boat on the street, he said. But it was not as severe as this time in Rongjiang County. Overcome with emotion as she spoke of the damage to her pharmacy, Zhang Ping turned away, wiping tears from her face with her muddy hands. Lin Xiaolong, a former judge in Guizhou province, told the media that the scenes of Rongjiang County being submerged were tragically familiar. The floodwaters from 3 rivers are converging in the county town. No matter how strong the drainage system is, it can't cope. The water came in so fast that we couldn't save our property in time, she said. We have never seen such a large amount of water before. I have never seen such a flood in my life, she stated. On June 29th, the paper reported the account of Zhang Ping, a pharmacy owner in Rongjiang. Her video shows a torrent of water rushing down, crashing against walls and creating powerful waves. The car she had owned for 6 years was completely submerged. Zhao Tengqiuan, a resident of Rongjiang County, recounted her harrowing experience to Jupai News. After escaping her car, which was parked at the exit of an underground garage, she climbed onto the roof and recorded the unfolding chaos. A vast number of vehicles were completely submerged, with only their roofs visible above the water's surface. One tragic video shows a man floating in the murky water, presumed to be deceased. Videos circulating online show the terrifying speed at which the floodwaters advanced, with county streets becoming completely submerged within a matter of minutes. The water level continued to rise, carrying debris downstream. The murky floodwaters carried the lifeless bodies of several victims. The second flood hit Rongjiang and Landslides counties with ferocious intensity, and video footage from the scene captures the horrifying reality of the disaster. The torrential rains, compounded by discharges from upstream power plants, caused a sharp and rapid rise in the water levels of the Duliu and Pinjiang rivers. This resulted in the collapse of numerous bridges and the transformation of many streets in Guizhou into turbulent waterways. The crisis escalated on June 28 when Rongjiang County was struck by a second wave of flooding. In response, the government urgently upgraded its flood control measures to the highest alert, level 1, and mandated the complete evacuation of residents from 7 major flood-prone areas. An estimated 400,000 people were evacuated from the city. In some of the worst affected parts of the county, the water level rose high enough to submerge 4-story buildings. Between June 28 and 29, nearly the entirety of Rongjiang County was submerged. The floodwaters crippled infrastructure, blocked transportation routes, and disrupted communication networks. The subsequent overflow of river water inundated streets and residential areas, compelling a widespread evacuation of residents. Officials have classified this as a major flood, the likes of which have not been seen in over 50 years. The peak flow reached a staggering 12,000 cubic meters per second, leading to the complete submergence of an entire city. This catastrophic event was preceded by the release of floodwaters from reservoirs upstream of Rongjiang County on June 26. A former judge from Guizhou has leveled sharp criticism at Chinese officials, accusing them of shirking responsibility and pointing to underlying issues of technical corruption. According to mainland media reports on June 29, 2025, water levels in numerous areas across Guizhou province continued to rise at an alarming rate. Horrifying scenes have emerged of deceased individuals floating in the floodwaters. Some residents have described the deluge that inundated a local school as a beast